This Arc Titan build will give you the ability to generate a bunch of grenade energy, which will allow you to spam your grenades non-stop. So we are going to be generating tons of grenade energy with our abilities and also our weapons, especially our legendary weapon. If you'd like to see more of this, be sure to hit that like button and also subscribe. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Here's the whole build all in one screen, if you guys would like to pause it or take a picture of it. For the exotic armor piece, be sure to go for Armamentarium because it will give you an additional grenade charge. So for the weapons, for the exotic weapon, you can choose any exotic you'd like, but for me, I chose to put Final Warning because it is very good with ad clearing because of the seasonal artifacts. So if you do not have Final Warning, I do recommend going for this other sidearm called the Traveler's Chosen. If you were to use this weapon, it would give you all of your abilities back if you have times 10 stacks of Gathering Light. But I decided not to put this one because if I did use this sidearm, the Forbearance would be useless. So I wanted to take full advantage of Forbearance, so then I just put Final Warning as my sidearm. But you guys can choose. And for the main weapon you're going to want to use is the Forbearance, mainly the new one that just came out because of this perk called the Demolitionist. Whenever we get kills, we will get grenade energy back, and this also stacks with chain reaction on the fourth column. Here's what chain reaction does. Each final blow with this weapon will create an elemental damage explosion. It will deal 84 damage within a 3-meter radius. What kind of sucks about this perk is that chain reaction is going to be getting a nerf when final shape drops, so I do recommend if you already have this perk on the Forbearance, take advantage of it, have fun, and splurge around when killing ads. And for the origin trait for this Forbearance, it's called Indomitability. Whenever we were to get a final kill on a light subclass, it would give us grenade energy. And for the power weapon, you can choose any other weapon you like, but for me, I chose to put Hammerhead. And if you are one of those people that would like to know what perks I am using on the Hammerhead, here's what you need to run. On the third column, I do recommend going for Rampage. Kills with this weapon temporarily grants increased damage up to 3 times of stacks. So you would get 33.1% increased damage for 4.5 seconds. And for the fourth column, I recommend going for Killing Tally. Kills increase this weapon's damage until it is stowed or reloaded. And the maximum stacks you can be able to hold is times 3. And it would give you 30% increased damage if you have times 3. So we are going to be having 66 increased damage when we proc times 3 Killing Tally and times 3 Rampage. Because this machine gun has the origin trait as well, the same as Forbearance. So you are going to be stunning every single champion in the game because 1, we are using a sidearm, and 2, we are using an arc grenade launcher, so we are going to be stunning unstoppable champions because of this fragment called Spark of Beacons. While you are amplified, your arc special weapon final blows will create a blinding explosion. And lastly, for overloads, we can be able to stun those because we are going to be getting tons of pulse grenades because of the fragment called the Spark of Shock. Let me explain the other 2 fragments that I didn't mention. Go for Spark of Ions. Whenever we were to defeat a jolted target, it will create an Ionic Trace, but the cooldown is 10 seconds. And the last one is Spark of Discharge. Arc weapon final blows have a chance to create an Ionic Trace, but you were to get minus 10 strength. And you will have a 30% chance to proc this if you were to kill a miner, a 67% chance if you were to kill an elite or players, and a 100% chance if you were to kill a mini boss or a boss. I think that using the pulse grenade is the best grenade by far because our main goal is to produce a bunch of ability energy to give us the ability to spam this pulse grenade. And here are the artifacts if you guys are interested. For the stats, I do recommend going for Discipline because it will decrease the cooldown for your grenades, and your second stat, go for Resilience. So basically, if you want to take advantage of producing tons of grenade energy, be sure to use the Forbearance and get as much kills as possible because whenever you do, you will produce an Ionic Trace and also proccing Demolitionist. And whenever you deal damage to enemies with your pulse grenade, it will periodically generate an Ionic Trace, which will give you ability energy. So if you guys like to see videos like these that are straight to the point, be sure to let me know in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed and found this informative. And of course, the dim link will be in the description. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, evening, or afternoon. Take care and peace. Join the Discord.